From Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, this is the National Football League. Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins versus Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The new-look Jets ready to go on offense, and it is the veteran Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 90 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag?
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he returns this to the 22. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage. Our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Oh, and this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. Got a man, it's Berrios, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this one. I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. But I think they're going to zero in on taking away his top target. Double, triple him if they have to. Make the other guys rise up and try and beat them. They'll feel a whole lot better if those guys win in the routes instead of their number 1 guy.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Jets have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Jets defense.
They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That was Carl Lawson in pursuit that time, and he gets the stop. This defense for the Jets, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Tua going to throw.
And it is caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you shots downfield.
33 yards that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Here's Mostert. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
2 and now, 3rd and goal. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Rodgers now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. And again, it's Rodgers. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there, 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And out will come the offense as they take over. New York set to take the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
23 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. Now Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. From the 21, here's 2nd and 3. Rodgers going to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Tua. That's swung out to Mostert. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! A big play there. 46 yards. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Aaron Rodgers and the Jets back out there. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants with it. He has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. On 1st down, Rodgers. Caught by
Wilson.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Rodgers again now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
2nd and 10.
Now it's Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We were treated to a strong first half from the new Jet, Aaron Rodgers. He's over 300 yards passing already, as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A run with Mostert up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Tua going to throw.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Tua. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown Dolphins. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Rodgers now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now Rodgers.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And again, it's Rodgers. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way, too, because I've got to get coverage in his direction.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
At the 46-yard line.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And some space here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always...
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill from 21 yards away.
And the Dolphins get a bit closer.
And in this day and age, I would love to play quarterback in the NFL. Wide open offenses, acrobatic receivers. If you're accurate, you're going to have days like this.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And New York set to take the field.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Here's Rodgers.
He finds Wilson. On the move past the 40. He's still on his feet.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson.
76 yards.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out.
He continues to just torch this defense. Perfect on the last drive, including his 4th touchdown pass of the game.
Similar to hitters that are in that great zone in baseball, and they say the ball looks bigger when it's approaching the plate and they're smacking it around. I think for him, the windows to throw into are wide open. Doesn't matter whether they're tight or not. He feels like it's wide open, puts it in there. 4 touchdown passes. He thinks he's going to throw a whole lot more before this one's over.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mostert. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Well, we often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old. They can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Tua sets up to pass it.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Jets' 10-yard line.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And this offense on third down today, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6. That is caught. And he is out of bounds here. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
Quentin Jefferson, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right.
And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. They kept it in the air on 4th, Charles. They ran on 1st and 2nd down, tried it through the air on 3rd and 4th. Couldn't come away with anything on 4th and goal.
And remember, in these situations, the field is really condensed. Everything is squeezed tight. So as a defender, you can actually take more chances here because they won't have as much time to throw the football, and a receiver really can't run past you. If they do, they run out the back of the end zone. Nice job by the D, shutting them down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Cook now off the read option.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Second down and 8. Here's Cook again.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Tua now on first down. 20! And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Braxton Berrios, 49 yards.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So Tua and the Dolphins
down by 2 touchdowns. 1:36 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Now Tua.
And he completes it to Berrios. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
Tua.
Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios.
Here comes second down at 5. Here's Tua. Throw caught by Achane. They need to score, and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. Here's second down. Throwing, Tua.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Tua.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Jets,
the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story as they move to 9-5 on the year.
And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.